Welcome to Bearing It All with Rose and Chrystal.
Where the conversations get real, emotions run raw, and nothing is filtered.
Buckle up because we're bearing it all, deep diving into everything from motherhood to mental health and everything in between. We want to get to know you, each other, and our bodies, and things are going to get spicy.
Real spicy. Are you ready for it?
Let's do it.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Today's episode, we're talking all things ghosted.
Have you been ghosted or are you the ghoster?
Ghostbusters.
How does that go? Do you remember the theme song?
Ghostbusters.
That doesn't sound right. But it's fine. That sounds...
Ghostbusters.
I'm sure that's not it.
I don't know.
That's us though. We'll work it out.
Alrighty.
This is it. Okay. I got to take the sheet off because it's 39 degrees here in Perth today and I'm going to swelter.
All right, let's get it off.
Woo. Give us a sec. Oh, shit, I started like hyperventilating. I was like, I don't know. I am sure that's not the bloody words.
What words?
Oh. No,
Ghostbusters.
we are the worst at this shit.
Oh, I don't know, man. We just sing whatever we want.
Okay, so ghosting. It's a thing, hey?
It is like the new pandemic of 2024.
I agree. I don't feel like as many people got ghosted in our era. How old are we? Fuck me, that makes me feel old. But I swear to God, people would just talk, text, they'd have it out.
Yeah.
And if you weren't going on a date with somebody, you'd literally go, look, I think we're just friends. And, it would cut you, but at least you knew why.
I don't think ghosting existed, but these days, ghosting is the new thing.
It is. Either you're ghosted in a romantic relationship, dating, even ghosting in friendships. Mm-hmm. I'm guilty.
But there's also ghosting in the workplace, which I was not aware of.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, please explain.
So, ghosting in the workplace is when your coworker decides one day they're not going to rock up for work and they're going to ghost you. They're not going to reply to any text messages or any calls. So whether they've found another job or they've just decided, I'm done with this shit, they ghost. Ghost their boss, ghost their coworkers. I had a conversation today about it, and apparently it happens a lot. And they were even saying to the point of like going on a lunch break and just never coming back. Going to the toilet and just never coming back. Imagine. I feel like
I would do that.
I could have done that.
I actually probably would have, like if I had enough and I was like a big F you to my boss, I'd just be like, yeah, just going on lunch, babe. Be back in half an hour.
Yeah.
See ya. Pack up my shit.
So apparently it happens. Apparently this is something that is happening like on a daily basis. People are just like, I've had enough, not even saying anything. Hey, just taking my lunch break.
But like never a text, never a resignation.
Nothing.
How does that
Ghosted.
even work?
Don't know. Would you get your annual leave? It's like walking out on the job.
I don't think so.
But then you have to contact them to ask for your annual leave, so then you're not ghosting them anymore.
Yeah, that's that. I would love to know.
Interesting.
I would love to know if anyone out there has actually done it. Please.
When I think back to my youth and I think about my days in retail, 100%, there was multiple times that I would have loved to just left on my lunch break. I mean, like, see ya, bitches.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, there's days now I want to do it.
I'll tell you what, when I was 16, I was getting bullied by my manager.
Yeah.
These days, HR, you would never be able to do what she used to do to me. I 100% wanted to walk out so many times and I didn't.
Now,
I was a smelly teenager, right?
Oh, I love this story. Please tell
I was
people.
a smelly teenager going through puberty. I mean, I was 16. I probably should have been more self-aware that I had armpit odor. But I wasn't aware. Anyways, she made sure that at a staff meeting, she told the entire team that I smelled and that I should need to buy some deodorant because it's affecting the workplace. She then proceeded to give me $10 from her wallet to go and buy said deodorant.
She shouldn't have said it in front of everybody.
You would 100% pull them aside and be like, hey, babe, do you want to spritz some of my perfume? Because you're a bit smelly.
I just love that she gave you $10 as well.
She gave me $10 because I had no money because 16 I was living off paycheck to paycheck.
Jesus.
She was like, here's $10, go and buy yourself some Impulse.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, days. I 100% wanted to walk out that day, but I needed the coin. So, you know.
I know. We say. We're a different generation. Okay. Relationship ghosting. This happens so often.
Yeah.
So often. And I'm talking like, it's not necessarily when you're in a long-term relationship that I've been hearing, but my single Pringle friends have been giving me lots of updates of like a date going what they felt was like amazing. The most amazing date. We got along. We spoke for like 3 hours. No call, no text, no message. You know, then they get a little bit desperado and go, oh, you know what, fuck it. I'll send the first message and the second message and the third message. And I'm like, stop right now. And there's nothing. No closure, no. I think what is so wrong with telling that person, hey, look, had a great conversation with you. You're such a great person. Like, we had so much fun, but I'm not feeling the chemistry here. Leave it at that.
Don't know. I think it's like embarrassment or
on
they
their
actually, like embarrassed to say, hey, you're not really like a fit for me, or they actually don't give a fuck and they're just like, I'm not going to message that person back.
I reckon people give less fucks.
Less fucks.
But also they're like, can I just say it? Like, they're just a bunch of little wimpy weasels.
like stand up and tell the truth.
Oh, grow up. Like, grow up. Like,
It's
stop
so
being
true.
a little, like, pussy. Oh,
Yeah.
no, pussies are strong. Stop
But
being
the
a
thing
dick.
is, what I find disgusting that it's not even just like a date, right? Like, they're sleeping with people.
And
They're getting intimate. They're humpity. Then the next day, cold turkey, like
No,
nothing.
that's cruel.
Deleting
That's
them
cruel.
off social media, deleting them off the dating apps.
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's not, there was ghosting like a while back. Like, you know, people like sleeping together and then never hearing from them again. That's a phone call.
Yeah.
Now they're blocking them off every social
platform.
They're restricting them. It feels so much more personal when you're doing that.
Like, if you just gave him a call and said, hey, babe, like, thanks for the fun time last night. It was really amazing. But look, today I've woken up and I actually don't think that the feels are there. I don't know if that would hurt less than being ignored.
Are you kidding?
What would hurt more?
That would hurt the next day.
Yeah. I would rather that than somebody block me and then I not know for months.
No. The next day, that would like,
All
I would
right.
feel
Maybe
sick.
not
I'd feel
next
like I was the
day.
worst fucking lay in bed
Well,
of all time.
how are you going to feel when you see that they've blocked you off social media?
Wait, give me a week.
All right.
Give me a week the next day. Oh, hey, how you gone? Don't think things are working out, babe.
Shit, man, I'm impatient. I want to know, like, are we getting married? I've just had a one-night stand with you, but, like, are you putting a ring on it? No.
No, but like a one night stand and get the call the next day, I'd be like, oh my God, I must be so shit.
I guess so.
But I'd like not completely ghost them. Just give me a couple of days
And then say, hey.
and then be like, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they're going to say, hey, you were shit in bed. I'm saying, like, maybe just, like, you know.
Or as if, okay, so you've had a really, like,
I'm not
you've had a
talking from
one-night-
life experience here because
No?
I haven't done this.
If you've had a one night stand, a good.
Okay, I'm going to pretend.
Okay,
Yep.
you've had a one night stand.
Yep.
You really like into each other. It was like, you know, a really good time. Well, you think it is. You think it's a really good time that night.
Yep.
You exchange numbers.
Okay.
You know, you find each other on social media.
Yep.
You're both on each other's social media.
All right.
Then the next day, he or she calls you or texts you and says, oh, hey, had a really good time last night. Don't think things are going to work
Yeah,
out.
I would rather that.
You would not think any further and go, wonder why we've had one night together.
I don't know.
One impression.
Maybe I had a smelly vagina. I don't know.
Maybe you just needed to buy some impulse.
Probably. Maybe the pits were smelly. I don't know. I would rather know, though. I don't want to wait a week and be waiting for text messages and then be that desperado that's sending multiple messages.
okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I would rather just know.
Yeah, but I think there's
And
a nice...
then move on to the next person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see, why are you wasting my time for?
I was like, yeah, but like I said before, it's so much more personal. When
Yeah.
you're blocked off every
I
platform.
think it depends, right? Depends on the person, depends on the situation. If you're looking for like more than just like, you know, a situation, if you're looking for more than that, then of course it's going to hurt. But if you're just out there to have fun and then the next day they're like, look, I don't want to have fun with you anymore again, I won't be offended.
I would.
Okay.
I think I would. I think I have to be honest, and I'm thinking the next day to get a message, I'd probably be like, something wasn't right. I'd like to, maybe it's just maybe my ego's too big and maybe I want to think that I'm good in bed, but I wouldn't know these days. I've been with the same guy for 20 years.
Exactly. And they're probably just telling us that we are when, I don't know, I starfish it half the time. So
assume the position.
Okay, so this is happening a lot.
Do we have an example?
Well, it's not with me.
Oh, yes.
It did happen with me.
With you?
Yeah, before Davin. Because, let's be honest here, I've been with him since the dinosaur age. But when I was about 17, I had this crush on this boy my whole entire primary school, right? He was that boy with the long blonde hair, blue eyes, used to surfy,
That doesn't sound like you
It's not my type. It's not my type now.
Okay.
But back then, 12-year-old me, I was frothing. And had a crush on him the whole of primary school. And then he went to a different high school to me. Anyways, somehow we went to a house party in high school. Both of us at the same house party. Ended up going back to his house. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, next day, hey, how are you? Nothing.
Oh, he ghosted you?
Ghosted me. I then proceeded to probably send 365 other text messages.
That is you. If anyone was going to be desperate texter, it's you.
Yeah.
You do that to me. You do that to everyone.
Yeah.
Not it's one message and then it's
No, because I write a message, but then I'm like, hey, I'm not finished. I'll just keep sending messages.
Yeah, but you don't finish it in one text message. You write multiple and you send half a sentence.
Yeah, that's how I write in sentences.
And I'm thinking, fucking, there's an emergency, bitch. What's happening? I was like, fuck. I was like, oh my God. She wants to know if I want a coffee and what milk and if I'm coming to the studio.
Yeah, in 3 different text messages.
Yeah, 6 maybe.
Yeah.
So you sent...
So anyways, I'm pretty sure I sent a text message for every day of the year over that week. Maybe over
anything
that month.
Back?
No, nothing.
And come on, did that not?
Yeah, I was a sulking 16-year-old thinking,
you were a sulking, smelly
16-year-old. Oh, no.
Oh, it was the pits.
Oh. Well, it seemed like he had a really good time that night. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so it's been happening since what 2016. How old was I? I was 2000. Year 2000.
Year 2000. Yeah, it has been happening, but not in the same capacity.
No.
Not in the capacity where you can block them off every single social media platform and everything.
Yeah.
And never tell them.
Yeah, we never had Facebook then.
And never tell them a reason why.
Yeah. I would have just preferred him to be like, hey, your pit smelt, sorry.
I had a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend recently tell me, and this happened girl to girl, so friendship wise.
Oh, right. Not girl on girl.
Not girl on girl, not literal relationship. Well, that's another story for another day. But female friendship wise, one day just blocked her off social media, restricted her off so you can send a comment on Instagram. You can see that you've sent a comment, but nobody else can. But you don't know that.
Hold a minute. So wait, they send you...
You can be on a restricted account.
Okay.
If you're on Instagram, you can be restricted, I think, which means that you can still put a comment on that person's account and you can see that you've left a comment.
Yeah.
But no other followers
can see your comment.
See the comment.
Wow. You would do that for that toxic friend that writes things that you think that was fucking uncalled for.
Yeah, but you're not ready to go talk about it. Yeah, so this...
I need to look deeper into this restriction thing.
Yes.
I need to restrict my mother. No, I'm joking.
Not joking.
So is Mum.
Love you, Rose. So she's been restricted and then blocked on all the other platforms.
Wow. Why wouldn't you just block her then? If you've already blocked her on some platforms, go ahead and block on all.
But then she did the 365 messages and got she was like the desperate boyfriend, but for her friend. She's like, hey, do you want to catch up and go for a walk? On that platform. Hey, do you want to catch up and do this?
That's me. I do that to you.
On Facebook, on Messenger, on her physical phone number.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
WhatsApp.
All the platforms. All of a sudden, she's told me this story and she is feeling gutted.
She's the friend that's been blocked is so gutted.
Yeah, she's going through and overthinking. She's backtracked months. What have I done? What has happened in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah.
What could it be? Every little transaction that they've had, and she can't put it down to one thing.
Oh, no.
And so she was like, and especially spiraling and being so upset over it, but with no closure. So I think what people want is closure.
Yes.
Yes.
If you ever, I'm just putting this out there right now.
What?
If you ever do that to me, I will hunt you down.
Oh my God.
You know that movie? I'll find you.
Oh my God.
I'm not even joking, guys.
Guys, if you see me on the side of a milk carton,
she's probably in my back shed.
I need you to go straight to Chrystal Russell, and she's going to be suspect number one. Thank you.
Craig would know straight away. Craig would be like, "Yep, Crystal's kidnapped her."
I'd be like, going straight to Crystal.
No, but honestly, like, I feel like if you've got such a good friendship with somebody, like, you don't do that anyway.
But that's my point. So it's about the closure. She said to me, she was like, I just let her get it off her chest. I let her go on and on and on about it. We had a coffee, and you've got to. Sometimes you just got to let them get it off their chest. And she was like, I think I'd be okay with it.
If she'd said something.
I just am like not vibing with you, or like I don't like the way I was treated at that point, blah, 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 and I want to like let this go. Still hurts, but at least she knows, and she's just not in limbo land. What have I done?
For me, it's like comes back again to like the importance of the relationship, because on what scale of 1 to 10 is that relationship important to you? Because even if they did something to you, you would say, hey, look, I didn't like this that you did, and you'd work through it. You wouldn't just go straight to like block, bam, boom, would you?
It was so weird. Even I found it really strange, because I know both parties, and I was like, what is going on? But also, it is about, I think as well, some people get to the point, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
In long-term relationships.
So it comes down to like, did you want to save that relationship? In this case, obviously, that friend did not want to save it.
They didn't want to save it, but they also don't want to talk about it.
She took the life raft. She pulled it all the way back in. She threw it into her boat.
Drown,
was like,
bitches.
You can drown.
Bye.
That's what happened in that scenario.
Oh,
but I did it.
I've done it too.
Oh, it's so
I'm actually
evil.
now that I'm saying it out loud about closure, I'm like, I'm a ghoster.
I'm a ghoster. I'm a real bad ghoster.
I'm a ghost.
I don't do it off. I've done it like,
shame.
Oh no, the ghost is out. Rose is a ghoster.
I'm a ghoster.
Okay, tell me your scenario.
No, I just am, because...
Well, you haven't ghosted me yet, so that's a good thing.
No. Okay, I think for me, is it not yet, baby? No. I'm going to end up dead in the backyard. No, I think for me it is with long-term stuff, like long-term relationships and things like that. When I've had enough, so I'm a fighter. I will fight for you. I will fight.
You're a lover. You're like, if I love you, I'm going to fight till the death.
Dear God, like, okay, this is not like a one-night stand situation ghosting, because that I could not care less. But if I'm in a long-term relationship, and obviously I've been with Craig forever. Okay. But if I'm in a long-term, friendship relationship, I put all my eggs, my heart's on my sleeve. I love you. And I will fight for you. I will have the arguments. I will have it out with you. I will apologize. I have no problems apologizing. But when I've had enough.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm done. And I will, weirdly, I will back out slowly too. And I don't even think, at first, I don't even realise I'm doing it. I will just pull away. Do you want to come out? Oh, no, I can't make it to that thing. So I'll realise in myself that that's not important to me anymore. Oh, let's catch up for coffee. And the coffee never comes. But it's because I say that I don't know why, but then I realise I don't find that as an important thing to me. So then
it's
I
not
realise
a priority anymore. Because
it's not a priority, I start seeing it and I go, oh, you don't care about catching up for coffee with her anymore because you are done. And then I slowly, I'm just
Step
done.
away.
And then I am the person that hasn't given the explanation or the closure. But then in my defence, if the other party does not come and ask me for...
Then they also don't care.
Then they either don't care enough or...
Bitch, if you started pulling away from me, I would then send you 365 text messages in one day.
And then, to be honest with you, I probably would message you back. I struggle with that. See, that's a boundary thing.
Yeah, I don't care though. If you don't write back to me, I'm like, yeah, it's because I've been too obsessive today.
Yeah, it's also because I never have my phone with me on me. I lose it 20 times a day. But yeah, I can be a ghoster because I don't really love confrontation. I am a recovering people pleaser. Like I actually do hate hurting people's feelings and I like people to like me, but I'm learning not to do that. So which means ballsing up, not being a pussy wimp and going, look, you're a fucking, like, not a good person or this happened, that happened, and just having it out and giving that person closure.
Do you know what I feel like it is too, though? Like, we're heading into 40, the big 40, and I feel like we got less time in our lives for nonsense. Like, that's how I feel. For me, I would rather spend 3 days a week with you than spend 1 day a week, different days with different people that like didn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah, that don't feel.
Is that a good way to explain it? I don't know. Like, I would rather spend genuine time with the people I have a connection with that I feel they also care about me. I'm not for fake relationships anymore.
No, I don't. I think in your 20s, like friendships and relationships and having like you hold on to that boyfriend for dear life, it's so important.
And also, how many like Facebook friends you so obsessed with? You're like, I've got like 566 Facebook friends.
You want to go out and you want to have a massive group of friends.
Now I'm like, I couldn't care less if I got 5 Facebook friends.
I love having friends and sexual relationships, every relationship, they take work. I don't have the fucking time and the energy for the ones that I've got sometimes.
Same.
Let alone having a massive circle where you have to spread yourself thin and not give the best of yourself to those people. But could that be the key to why this generation is ghosting so often?
Did we just come up with the whole entire reason?
Dun, dun, dun.
Ghostbusters. That was a mythbuster.
It was a myth. It was a myth bust.
Ghostbuster.
We ghost mythed the
buster.
I don't know. We busted the ghost myth. Anyway, but yeah, it could be the reason why.
That is it.
Because they have been taught better boundaries. I hope, and to give less fucks and not to waste so much time on relationships and people that aren't a priority in their lives.
Yeah, we don't need no PhDs. We know how to bust myths. We don't need people. Jesus, give us a myth. Give us a PhD in bloody ghost myth busting.
Yes.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is. I was like, did I get that right?
So true. So true.
So, where are we at on this? Like, when is it wrong?
Yeah.
To ghost?
Oh, Lord, no, because now I don't know.
Now I see the benefit in it because you've ghosted too.
What? Well, listen here. Right, this story's heavy. Ooh. She's probably going to hear it. Name starts with a C. Also me. No. She was a long-term friend of mine.
Okay.
18, 19 years of friendship. Quite deep. Worked together. Very, very close relationship. Over the years, she did a few things that were a bit like strange.
Like questionable?
Very questionable. And then like friends of mine in our circle would be like, it's a bit odd things that she does. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess so. Then after my dad's death, I hit like rock bottom.
Yeah.
Depression, suicidal, full rock bottom. And I woke up to this person. Like, I was like, the things that she was doing, everything triggered me.
Yep.
And I don't know if it was just Dad's death that, like, I had this, like, realization, but everything she said to me was triggering me.
Yep.
Everything that came out of her mouth, like, made me be like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like,
was it actually...
Was it already her though? And then
was she always like that? Or I think after big, huge life events like death, trauma, I've had I've been through that shit myself. You really look at the world. It's like you wake. It's honestly, it sounds so cliche. You wake up and you see the world a little different, and you feel differently about life and your life going forward.
Do you know what's so weird though?
What?
So after Dad's death, the amount of people that have told me that Dad's death humbled me.
Humbled you?
Yeah. Like, I think I was a stuck-up fucking snob before.
But were you? Or
I think I was.
like you were walking on sunshine? Nothing can get me down,
Yep.
basically.
I thought I was the hottest shit that ever came out of my asshole. I'm not even joking you. Like, I don't remember being like that. But
Yep.
then when I look back at like things I'd written on Facebook or just like the way I acted on Facebook, like, or my Instagram posts, it's so cringy.
We all cringe
No.
back. Like,
but then
they're all
Dad's death, I was like, I don't know. Something was just like,
Something
that's not
shifted in
real.
you.
Like,
Yep.
I want to be real.
Yeah. I think as well with your dad particularly, he really did lead very wild. He was really just who he was. He was very authentic in himself.
He was bearing it all. He
Yeah.
was unfiltered. He talked about taboo topics. He was real.
He was raw and real, and he actually gave zero fucks about being himself, whether or not that made someone uncomfortable or not. Do you know what I mean?
So maybe when he passed away, a bit of him went inside me. I don't know.
Maybe you took that
why.
on.
Like everyone says, you're so different after your dad's death. I'm like, oh,
Well, it does change you.
yeah.
And so then what made you let this particular
Oh,
friendship go?
Right, yeah.
We
so
did digress.
Just like every text message, every phone call, she would not even respect like that I needed time to heal.
Yep.
She was at me 24/7. Like, and I was so polite about it. I was just like, hey, I'm having a really crap day today. I just want to I just
Was
need
she
to be left
demanding,
alone.
like,
she
stuff
rocked
from
up at
you?
my house.
For friendship?
She rocked up at my house and Davin was like, hey, like she's having a nap. She busted the front door open to come into my bedroom while I was asleep. To be like, you've not been text messaging me back and blah, blah. I'm like, my dad just committed suicide a week ago.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand that? Do you understand
So
the
she
impact?
made it about her friendship.
Everything was about her. Like, she called me one morning and was like, oh my God, I just had like this really bad dream about your dad. And like, he was in the fire and he was screaming. And like, I'm like,
You're like,
I'm like, babe, I'm having nightmares still.
Yep.
This is so triggering and traumatic for me that you're now making it about you and you're crying because you had a dream about this. Okay, you had the dream. Don't call me and tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Just things that it was
Yeah.
like she didn't think. It was like she did not think. And then I kept telling her, hey, I need some space. Like lately you've been triggering me.
yes. Yeah.
And it got to the point where I just stopped replying to messages. I just got to the point of like, no, I actually don't want to do this anymore. You are actually impacting my mental health.
Yes.
You.
Yes. But you did give her a chance. You told her time and time, and then you were like full ghost mode.
Yeah, full
and
ghost
that's
mode.
the only thing that worked, essentially.
She still, like, I just got a text for my birthday a couple of weeks ago from her. She still messages me, and I love that about her. I do. Like,
Yep.
she has not given up. It's been almost 3 years. And she will still send me a message on my kid's birthday,
Yep.
on my dad's death anniversary, like any of the milestones. She still messages me. And for a while there, I would write back, thank you. But I'm just now like, I don't want to give her any hope because, like, as much as I appreciate those 18, 19 years
Yes.
of friendship, she was a bridesmaid for me. Like, I just don't want that anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's deep. I love that. And
Yeah.
that's, I think I've talked about this for the last couple of weeks, as in, I don't want to see you not be successful.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you not eat, but not at my table.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So the ghosting, see, this is the thing as well. Like, ghosting can be helpful, can be beneficial for you. Because
Because it's not like I didn't tell her, right? I said.
Yes.
I said, like, I need a break. Like, you're doing this to me.
Yeah.
And then I slowly
you
pulled
just backed
back.
out.
Yep.
See, that's where I'm torn now. I'm like, there is benefits to it, as well as like, yes, you can get hurt on the other side of it, but sometimes it's necessary.
So maybe lay down a little bit of like, hey, I need to take a break from you.
Yep.
And then do.
Yeah, I think in long-term relationships and friendships,
They deserve that.
they deserve a little bit of like
Something.
a little seed of, hey, this is how I felt about this situation, and maybe being upfront and honest. And I think that's why, like, you're never going to bury me in the backyard, because I'm not going to ghost you, because we will
Me
just
and you
talk
will
it out.
We'll fight it out. Like, we're friends until we're 60. We
That's
discuss
it.
this. Like, I'm
We
going to
talk
be,
about it.
I can't even cut your chin hairs anymore because you're getting laser.
Getting laser.
What am I going to do?
We're going to leave Maria just for
Yeah.
shits and giggles.
Are you actually?
Yeah, well, she's like, well, really, like, they don't know how much growth will actually come down. There'll always be one or two.
All right. Well, I'll be pulling out Maria until
That's
we're
exactly
90.
right. When Craig and Dav are long gone, because no doubt we'll
Well,
like put them.
don't women live longer or do men? Women.
Women, I think. Women
Yeah.
statistically live longer. So I'll be like, you know, I'll be so sad to lose Craig, and I'll be so sad when you lose Davin, but it's, you know, then we go into our little retirement village and live our best lives.
Yeah, I'll be waking up next to you and going, "Who are you?"
I'll be like,
"What's your name?"
I was like, "Did you need to call me 300 times, babe? You're annoying."
Yeah,
I love that though.
same.
And I'll be like, "Why didn't she call me though?" And the day she doesn't
You'll
call,
forget
I'll
that
be
I
like,
sent the
"Fuck."
messages because you'll have dementia. So.
Oh, that's probably right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, God.
Okay, well, look, I think there is definitely benefits to ghosting.
Yes.
And if you're going to be that person that's going to meet up and have a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, be honest up front and be like, "Hey, look, I'm here for a good time, not a long time."
Yes.
Say that up front, because then if they ghost you the next day, you're not all that worried because
Yes.
they told you. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
I think be upfront. I think if you're going to do it in short-term relationships, one-night stands, all of that sort of thing, be upfront and honest.
Oh, God, I was going to tell you another ghosting story.
I'm waiting for it. Is it? Which one is it?
It's juicy.
What?
But I'm
Excuse me.
also going to get myself into so much trouble. But it's okay. I'll go there for the content.
I know what it is. Please.
It's evil. It's so evil.
Can we just like not talk about the person's name?
Oh.
Let's just not.
Okay. You're in a married relationship, right? You've been married for a long time. I don't know how many years.
I'm putting myself in.
You got
in
two
his,
grown adult children. Everything is a bit bumpy. A little bit bumpy. But like your kids are fairly unaware of the bumpiness.
Yes.
One day you decide, I'm going to have sex with my husband in the morning. Then when he goes to work, I'm going to pack the entire house and move out, change my phone number, change my address,
Change my.
even not give your said daughter phone number or address, and disappear.
I mean, when we say disappear,
Oh, disappear as in like
to another house,
yeah,
another person's house,
another person's house,
another
new phone number.
said male's house, or
No, female.
So you have resorted to a friend's
But
house.
this was planned, right? Because how do you just go and move into somebody's house? Like, you planned it. You planned that
You had
removalist
sex
truck.
in the morning.
Had sex in the morning, like everything was okay.
Yeah, but that was like throwing them off. If you have sex with them in the morning, you've thrown them off the scent that everything's fine. So when they come home, what do you mean?
Empty house.
How empty? Like a lot of stuff gone, like furniture?
Yeah, like cabinets, I think, too. Like, yeah.
This is the ultimate ghost.
Full-on ghost. And then I'm having to explain to that person why somebody did said ghosting. Yeah. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. That, my friends, you should never ever do. If you're in a long-term relationship, give the person fucking 5 minutes and say, "Hey, not into it anymore. Just letting you know, I'm actually leaving."
I think so.
I mean, I think a further, hour or two conversation is probably needed.
Warranted
But
for, like, that length
if
of
you
a
can't
relationship.
be bothered and you're thinking about just doing the dash, just tell them.
Just tell them. Or a quick, even a text message. But
Or an email. I don't know.
I know, whatever means
Whatever floats your
necessary.
boat. But just don't do that.
Oh.
That is evil Knievel.
Yeah, it is evil.
That is...
That's planned. The sex in the morning, that's what got
That's the
me.
part that shook me.
Yeah.
I was shooketh.
That's what was.
Don't do
I'm
that
sitting
shit.
here
If
like,
you're leaving somebody because, one, you don't love them, two, you don't want to be in a relationship with them anymore, and you're planning on moving the fucking house out, don't have sex with them.
that was planned so that it was gonna like
Be okay. They're going to not even
they're gonna
suspect
go
a
to
thing.
work, just go and not think about anything else. If they would, you got to think though. This person was also smart. If they would have had a massive fight in the morning about I'm leaving, and this person doesn't go to work,
Yeah.
or calls and thinks about it all day,
You know what
then
I'm going to say again, though, it depends on the situation. Like, if you're in a DV relationship,
Yeah.
100% run for the fucking
I wouldn't
hills.
even
Get
say
the
anything.
removal truck, but you're not going to be having sex with them. Like,
ghost the
that's
fuck
the
out of
thing.
those. There's there's a
ghost
time
the
and a
fuck. But
Ghostbusters. No, there's definitely a time and a place to ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Those sort of situations, shitty relationships. But I think, yes, there's.
But even if you're in a like again, say this was a situation where it's a shitty relationship, maybe one feels more shittier than the other.
Yes.
Still give them the time of day.
Yeah.
Imagine that little heart coming home.
Yeah, but you know why? It's more broken because they thought everything was good in the morning.
Because they had a fun time.
Yeah, but
they got some sexy time.
But it's the whole reason why it was done so that they could move the furniture out without any interruptions.
This doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, okay.
I just would never do it. Even if I hated your guts, I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. That takes ghosting to the next level. Okay, I think the jury's out here. Like, I think there's pros and cons to ghosting someone. So, yeah, I think.
So, what are we saying? Are we saying that ghosting's okay?
Here I was thinking it wasn't okay. Oh, producer question. We've got producer Paulie. We love this.
I'm just on the ghosting, especially.
Okay, how do you find out if you're being ghosted and what to do?
Well, I feel like it's obvious. Is it not? Like, if you're being ghosted, well, like in your situation, if you're friends with somebody and you're noticing that they're not coming to coffee anymore, they're not going for a jog anymore, and they're not answering your phone calls anymore, you're probably being ghosted.
Yes. I think as well, you've got to say, give the text message, not 365. Don't go stalker level text messaging.
That takes
but
control, though.
Send a message. Hey, look, I say you send one good text message. You go, hey, haven't heard from you for a couple of weeks. I have asked you to go to coffee. I've not seen you out for a jog. We haven't done all the things that we usually do. What's going on? Is anything up? Is there anything that I have done? If they don't respond to that, and these days we have that little thing on our phone that says seen. If they've seen it and then ignored it for the next couple of weeks, you're being ghosted. Okay, there's a second question. Oh, top moments from, what was that? Yeah, top moments from 2024 recording a podcast.
Oh. What are our top moments? Let's go back to that question.
Actually, you will come back to that.
Okay, I've got a scenario. I need your advice on it.
Yep.
Had a fight with somebody.
Yes.
The fight was they did the dirty on me.
Yes.
But apparently I did the dirty on them, so there's a bit of a miscommunication on who did the dirty on who.
Yeah.
I have tried multiple times, even though I put my hands up, I was not in the wrong.
Okay. I plead innocent.
You can say that I'm guilty, but I know that I'm not, and I'm sure you're saying the same thing. But I've reached out multiple times and no response. So now I'm just like leaving it, right? Is that true? What I should just do? Just leave it.
Yeah,
it's been 8-9 months.
Oh, done.
All right.
We're done.
I'm saying see you later to it.
See you later, mate. Like, catch you later, ghost away.
Makes me a bit sad. Like, I'm still holding on to that a little bit of like, are we going to talk again? But I think if they've not given me the time of day, I need to let it go.
You need to let it go, because really it becomes about, this is what I said to my girlfriend. Sometimes it actually isn't you, it is them. Because they might actually go, look, I'm done here, whether it be a boyfriend, girlfriend, or
cousin.
friendship or cousin. They might be like, I'm done here, but it's about their own personal boundaries, what they are willing to put up with. Like with me, I had to set a boundary with my friend that I've now ghosted, and I've gone, you know what? I cannot do this anymore. Like, I have to understand my worth enough to know that it's just too much for me to handle anymore. Like, it's not worth putting yourself through stress. And do you really want to be around people that don't want to be around you?
No.
And sometimes they might be going through a healing journey. Ooh. They might be discovering themselves. They might go, you know what? I wasn't my most authentic self. So, like, the way that I've been presenting to everybody isn't who I really am. And the friends that I've been hanging around with because of that aren't like me anymore, or I've outgrown them.
Yeah.
You know, like you have school friends and you love them to death and you love the friendship and you love your history, but you're just not the same anymore.
No. Yeah, I get it.
And then back in the day, you would just drift apart. But with social media, with Instagram, with TikTok, we are so connected to people that we would have never fucking held on to in our life.
Yeah, that's like true.
On Facebook, I've got friends that I still love hearing from them from time to time, don't get me wrong. Like, I love seeing that they've gone to Europe or they got married. It was really cool to see those little life moments, but we would have never fucking seen each other again if it wasn't for social
like
media.
even now, you would probably still never catch up with them, but it's like you just keep that contact,
Yeah,
right?
there's contact.
I've got multiple thousands, probably.
Yeah, there's so many contacts, but do we need to know about all these people? And sometimes I think that's what happens. You hold on to these people through history.
I've got an idea.
What?
2025, let's do a Facebook cull.
And an Instagram cull. I'm culling
Instagram, I
everything.
don't really care about. I don't scroll. Facebook, I feel like they're your friends. They're your Facebook
Ooh,
friends.
if you cull Facebook, it is quite
Instagram,
deep.
it's kind of like a social platform. I'll follow you, you follow me kind of thing. If I get rid of you, feelings not hurt.
Yep.
Facebook's a bit different.
I feel Facebook's very personal. You can have people following you and you follow people on Instagram, but on Facebook, you don't accept all the invitations. And then you have people that you've been friends with on Facebook
Since 2008 when it first came out.
Is that when it first came out?
Pretty sure. 2006, something like that.
Oh, yeah, I think I got it in 2008. Oh, God, the horrendous status updates. Anyway, we do digress. But on the ghosting front, I think we're going to leave it here. I think we have to leave it open that sometimes it's very much warranted and sometimes I think give the person closure. Closure scenarios, I think, are long-term relationships, really long friendships,
Yep.
and
And your boss, for fuck's sake.
Oh, if I could just tell your boss, you know what? If anything, just go to your boss and go, fuck you, bitches. I'm out of here. I quit. I'm leaving. Go eat some dick. And you know what? Here's my resignation. Right?
And if you don't want to give 2 weeks' notice, that's also
worry.
fine. But you've said you're quitting. So
Yeah. I mean, you said you quitted before you got fired, so then you can just go for gold.
Oh.
It's so satisfying.
I wish we could quit one day and just see the mess we could make.
You know how many times I've thought about like going out in a burning, is it burning ring of fire? No.
Oh.
Burning
Ring of fire.
Burn, burn, burn.
The ring of fire.
I'm pretty sure it's not that, but you just want to go out in flames and you're
That
like,
was my dad's favourite song.
how? Was it really?
He's probably in here right now.
Oh, he's probably fucking inside my body right.
He's in your burning ring of fire.
Anyway, all right, guys, that's it on us. Like, I know that I don't know how I think we were coming on here to be like, you know,
Ghosting's wrong.
Ghosting is wrong, and now we're like, maybe it's not. So we'll leave it at that. You
Yeah.
give us your thoughts, and we'll see you next time on Bearing It All. Always remember to take care of yourselves.
And each other.
Bye.